Unsurpassed, telecast. It's the 10 Items or Less podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to 10 Items or Less. I'm your host, Justin Smith. This week, it's Easter, so that means a best of episode. We're going to put together a few clips from recent episodes that haven't made it to air yet. We're so excited. Some of these clips are absolutely my favorite. I hope you guys have an amazing holiday weekend, and I have an Easter egg hunt to get to. So I'll see you next week. Happy Easter. All right, first question. This is a wild one to start with. Have you ever bought a Cameo before?
From someone?
Yeah.
I never have.
I always feel like it's always the people to me in my life that I think, oh, you would never buy it. And they're like, oh yeah, but I love, this obscure character from King of Queens.
They're always doing that.
Yeah.
Someone from The Office.
Yeah.
I know women were
No.
60
okay.
seconds in. I was like, yeah, I can be clean, no problem.
You do it so good.
Gosh darn it. Young women love Housewives. They love cameos from Housewives, stuff like that.
90 Day Fiance,
Yeah,
all those. Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Couldn't be me.
Here's the thing is I always think that like somebody, you're like, oh yeah, you would never do that. But also like everybody has an aunt that would love to hear from Big Ed.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep, for sure. Kevin James.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course not.
Couldn't be me. I'm not like a fame sucker. You know? So cameos do not excite me.
But I think it's funny to watch somebody's face. You're like, oh, it's so crazy what gets you excited.
Yes, it is.
And so
definitely not that for me.
Yeah.
Especially because we're on the other side of it. So
for sure.
It's like the same as like a meet and greet. You're like,
What's like I saw a video from one guy and he's like, yeah, I was getting 75 a day requests. And you're like, anybody else goes, oh my gosh, you're making so much money. You're like, do you know what it's like to have to say the same thing
Sounds awful.
into a camera?
No.
Over and over. Oh my gosh. I can't
Hi,
imagine.
Carolyn.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say happy birthday from me. I was on Cameo at myself during like COVID.
Yeah.
They had a big deal and people would ask me to like roast them. And I would always leave it till it was like 1 minute left in the request, and I would do some crappy roast and would just like feel like they would ask for their money.
Were they like happy with it?
A lot of them. A lot of them, like, you wouldn't hear back and stuff. I was not trying. I was not trying.
You're just like, I hope nobody sees this
Yes,
other than this thing.
exactly.
It's like, we're going to keep this a secret.
Exactly. I think that's why I don't like cameos, because I know the person is like, ugh.
Yeah. All right, next question. What is the worst thing about doing laundry?
Definitely putting it in the dryer.
What?
That's
Putting it in taking it from the washer into the dryer.
Yeah, that's the hard, or taking it out of the dryer, I should say.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So
okay, but some things I air dry. I get very specific. I have like certain shirts that I like air dry. Some things I put in the dryer.
Right.
And so I'm very picky about like what I put in the dryer and what I don't.
Okay.
And sometimes I mess it up and then it shrinks.
Okay.
But the worst part about doing laundry is like having to do it yourself. Like I want someone else to do it for me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't matter who it is.
I thought you, for the way you initially described it, you're like, I just want somebody to be tandem with me. I want to be able to like, it's like, it felt like a plea for don't let me be single anymore.
That's kind of where I'm getting at.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, not that like, having a partner is, making them do your laundry is like with their job or anything. That's, but like.
That's. Well, I'm going to tell you, when I initially pitched the laundry question, Mac did not like it. Okay. Matt was like, "This is terrible." He goes, "What's he gonna say? What's the worst thing is putting it? What was it? Putting it up, putting it whatever." You're like, it's just a bad question. And then, but when he said taking things from the washer to the dryer, I was like, "Oh,
yeah." Because I'm picky about what goes in the dryer or not. Like, there's certain things that I can't go in the dryer because I have OCD. So I'm like, this has to be air dried. This has to be in the dryer. So I'm very.
What is the weirdest thing you've ever washed and dried?
Nothing I can say.
I'm going to tell you something. That look means that this question is just fine. That is just fine. Yeah.
You're talking about, you're still talking about laundry?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I do laundry a lot because I have one pair of jeans and I wash them like once a month, which is the most bachelor thing about me.
Yeah.
And that's
is it these jeans?
Yeah, these are these jeans. Yeah. Yeah. You can probably smell them.
No, they look you're doing okay.
I know they look good. I look good, but like I don't.
Right,
they're
okay.
not.
It's the last time I give him a compliment. That's the last. I like to make sure my guests are
complimented
or feel have lots of swag, and that's not a problem. I guess that's great. I'm not. I'm wearing jeans also. They were washed. This week in this calendar month.
I also don't wash my sheets that often too. Those are probably the worst things to wash are your sheets.
Yeah.
How often do you wash your sheets?
Well, first of all, the amount of time that it's acceptable
For your
for according to me versus the amount of time it's acceptable to my girl are two different times. So we wash the sheets on her schedule.
Okay, is this for your air mattress or is this like a
No. We got a full bed situation. We're doing pretty good.
Okay, it's obviously not a twin.
First of all, you heard me talk about my love for thick women. Air mattress is not even the conversation.
No?
No, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No way. You know how many air mattresses I've destroyed?
Just blow them up.
You know how many times I've gone to somebody's place and I'm crashing for whatever reason, and they go, "Don't worry, we got an air mattress," and I go, "Dude, it's not gonna work." They go, "Don't worry, we had 2 people stay on it last week, and together they weigh more than you." And I go, "Well, that's the last thing you're gonna say at this mattress's funeral."
I wash my sheets twice a year.
Yeah, I feel like
I also sleep on my couch most nights too, so that's why.
I get that.
I don't feel bad about
I'm
that.
kind of that way too.
Yeah.
I still feel like I want to know the weirdest thing you've ever washed. I think I'm not alone in that. Because what could you possibly put in the washing machine that's crazy? Jiminy Christmas! I mean, with that response, it's got to be a human being.
No, it was close. It was.
What do you mean it was close? Should I move?
Let's move on.
I'm gonna tell you something. That's so crazy. I just want to, just for the record.
Nothing that was living or dying. I'll tell you that.
Just for the record, okay. Just for the record, I want the entire courtroom to know that that's what just happened, and we're gonna move on. Okay. As a favor to the guests, we're gonna move on. But I think I want it on the record that was not a boring question or a bad one, because I've never willingly ducked out of a question because a person on the podcast said, I think I would feel more comfortable if we moved on.
Yeah, take that, Mac.
Next question with your succulent hairline.
Yeah, you do have good. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, dude. That dude's got 13 shampoos upstairs.
Are you bald?
Oh yeah.
Let me see.
No, you kidding me?
You wearing a hat?
Get out of
You think
here!
I'm showing this off right now, dude?
Yeah, I would. I would be. Are you kidding me? You could still wear a visor. Like, that's crazy. All right, next question. All right, you're lost in space. You get picked up by aliens. What's the first thing you're going to teach them about the human race?
I think I'm gonna teach them. I'm gonna teach them about the NFL. I'm a massive Chicago Bears fan. I'm just gonna be like, if you guys want to come down here and
excuse me. First of all, I hate to correct you.
What?
They're not the Chicago Bears anymore.
No, man.
Yeah.
No, they're the Chicago Bears, man. Just because the Chicagoland area. I mean, they're not moving. I don't think they're moving. But
you don't think they're moving?
I don't think they're moving.
With that tax incentive, you telling me?
I think it'd be so detrimental to the fans.
Listen, man, there's 2 New York teams in New Jersey. I promise you. It can and will happen.
But here's the thing. There's nowhere in New York for them to put the teams. It's so compact. They'd have to put it either upstate.
Do you know that there's 2 arenas and baseball stadiums in New York City?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But those are there already.
And casinos.
There's casinos in New York?
Yes.
Really? I didn't know that.
In Queens.
There's a casino.
There's
in
mall. I
Queens?
mean, dude, I'm telling you, they're always like, there's no room. Yeah, there's not any room in Midtown, but there's so much room everywhere. Do you know that there's Ivy League football stadiums
In New York?
in New York?
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, dude, there's room everywhere.
All right.
They just don't want. First of all, they have zoos in New York. Like, there's room to do
but
things. They just don't
Where are
want
you
to
gonna
do
put-
it.
You can't put a stadium in Central Park.
Listen, man, Madison Square Garden is in the middle of this. Like, everybody keeps saying there's no room, but there's all these places where they could put it. They just don't want to pay, and they want to get another place to pay for it.
All right. They might be moving to Indiana.
Dude, you're moving to Indiana. I'm telling you right now.
But here's the thing. I don't like it.
You guys are going to have Orville Redenbacher Day at the Chicago Bears.
But they already have the property outside the city. They already bought that.
Yeah.
Why not just build there?
Yeah. First of all, you're bringing logic and reasoning dealing with a professional sports team owner, okay? Yeah. I just want you to know the type of people you're dealing with. Have you seen the Las Vegas Raiders owner? The guy with the weird like the tattoo parlor chick haircut that he's got?
Yeah.
Where it's all the way up here,
Yeah,
you know?
Did you see where he said my 26-year-old girlfriend likes me because she saw my smile? I mean,
Telling you,
that's
dude.
crazy.
That's the level of delusion that you're dealing with.
Man, I mean, that would really break my heart if they moved to Indiana.
They're going, dude. They don't care. They don't care. I mean, Chicago people have put up with so much. I'm convinced the White Sox are the reason there's so much gun violence in Chicago. I'm convinced. You can't tell me it's not. You're gonna pay what, $18 for a hot dog or $22 for an Italian beef, and then have to watch the worst product that baseball's ever. I mean, I would have rather watched the World Series where the White Sox threw the World Series. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, the White Sox are bad, but hey, I'm also a White Sox fan. That's
Also,
my team.
Also, not for nothing. Why don't you? I can fix this problem. Why don't the White Sox sell where the stadium is? Because nobody's going there anyway. Why don't you sell that to the Bears? The Bears build a stadium there, and then the Cubs and the White Sox share Wrigley.
It's not a bad idea, but I just think people, the Southsiders, like their team on the South Side.
That's great.
They
Awesome.
don't like going up north.
It's a small. It's right there. First of all, that argument doesn't hold water at all because the Southsiders or the Chicago White Sox fans don't like going to the game anyway. Those stands are empty.
Yeah.
I think
that's a good point.
Listen, if you were like the Nebraska Cornhuskers and your team was bad, but you're still selling out, I'll listen to whatever argument you have to say. But to look at video from a White Sox game and go like, man, as soon as they get the batting practice over, we can start this game. And they're like, well, they're in the fourth inning right now. That's what the stands look like.
I saw like an overhead shot. It was like the lowest attended game in MLB history. There was like 17 people there.
It's insane.
Pretty sad.
Can you imagine being the guy that's got to sell margaritas? Like that's your whole livelihood is you're praying that it's a bobblehead day.
The beer guy, he's not even yelling. He's just like walking up to you individually, be like, "Hey man, you want a beer?" You know,
Yeah,
he's not going beer here.
Yeah.
He's going, "Hey man, I got beer."
It's crazy. It's like you got to wait for the Michael Jordan minor league day. Like that's the only thing you have to look forward to.
Yeah.
Because he played for the White Sox. That was the White Sox, right?
I don't know if he actually played in an MLB game, but it was like
But I mean,
minor
the Barons.
league.
The Barons
Yes.
are White
Yeah.
Sox.
It was minor league.
Yeah. That's. I mean, dude.
What's your sports teams?
I'm college football. I like college football. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I feel like college, especially in like the Chicago area, it's not as big because we don't really have a team to grab onto.
Yeah.
Like Northwestern's not good. Illini are just okay.
But Northwestern has leaned into the thing of like, look at how cool that they played their entire season at that crazy stadium this year.
Yeah.
So Northwestern has always been a school that's like, hey, we know it's not good. Let's make the viewing experience awesome.
Yeah.
You know what it is. You know, it's like, you know, there's a lot of things in Chicago that go, hey, listen, man, it's not like the Italian beef in Chicago It is the most underwhelming culinary item
Whoa.
visually.
Oh, okay.
It is the most underwhelming item visually in culinary history, and it over delivers
100%.
every single time. I get in arguments with people that think that Chicago is like a pizza city.
Oh no, not at all.
It is like when I tell people that you can go on an Italian beef tour in Chicago and it'd be one of the most amazing experiences of your life. I would put, when you're traveling, the Italian beef as going to like Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know, going to Philly and getting a cheesesteak. Like it's
100%.
that level, and nobody talks about it like that.
No one talks about it. And I also will say the Italian beef is not the best sandwich in Chicago.
Now you're lying.
No, I'm not.
Now you're lying.
The steak sandwich from Riccobenni's on the south side, right by the Sox Stadium, I think it's one like best sandwich in America. It's
I guess
absolutely phenomenal. It's basically like a chicken parm, but it's steak. It's amazing. I think it's the best sandwich in Chicago.
my question is why aren't you teaching the aliens that? Why do you want to tell them about professional football when this type of knowledge that you're sharing with me, my life has changed now. Now I'm thinking about when we can record another episode in Chicago.
Riccobenni's.
I got to go on a culinary tour. I'm upset that a guy from Chicago has never even brought it up.
Have you ever had the Riccobenni steak sandwich? You're crazy. You don't go to the south side. That's why it's too dangerous down there. No, but I think that's what I would do. I would bring the aliens to Soldier Field.
Yeah.
I would show them Caleb Williams. I would show them highlights of Caleb, throwing that touchdown against the Rams, throwing in the game-winning touchdown against the Packers. I would show them that. And then I think after the game, I'd say, hey, let's go over to Riccobenni's.
Gotcha.
And they'd be like, no, we want Portillo's. And I'd say, no, Riccobenni's.
Can I just say another thing that I love about people from Chicago is that of all the things, of the amazing lessons that humanity has learned, with all the brilliant minds, Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein's from Chicago?
No, but you see what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy.
You're about to blow my mind.
I
didn't know Hillary Clinton was from Chicago.
Of all the amazing philosophers, philanthropists, people filled with wisdom and knowledge, somebody from Chicago goes, man, I'm going to take them to the Cubby Bear. Just, you got to show them something Chicago. It's so funny, but it's so endearing to me, where you're like, hey, if you could introduce aliens to any person, who would it be? And everybody else all over the world is like, man, like I would probably introduce them to, MLK or
Well, MLK's dead.
It's aliens. First of all, introducing aliens to somebody, I think you got a little leeway with how you can do everything. Like any person throughout history, you could introduce them to this person, that person. And if somebody from Chicago would be like, I want to introduce him to Mike Ditka. Have you met William Perry before?
I've met Dan Hampton.
You see what I'm saying? Like it just keeps going, dude. Oh, you're like, hey, you know who we got statues of? Like every other place, they pick famous people that have helped founded the city. Go to Philly and you see statues and quotes from Ben Franklin everywhere. And you go to Chicago and you're like, this is the statue of Robbie Gould, the man with a golden leg who kicked more field goals in Chicago wind than anybody else.
That's not fair because you go to Philly, they have a statue of Rocky.
Yeah,
I mean, they got a movie character,
right?
I mean,
but y'all,
you're like they got Ben Frank, they got Rocky next to him.
To be fair, they've moved that statue around a lot. The Ben Franklin one stays where it is. You know what I mean?
Isn't the Rocky statue right by the
also
bell?
Detroit? Nobody's perfect. Detroit has RoboCop statues. So.
Yeah, and Milwaukee has the Fonz.
Yeah,
they got Winkler there.
I mean, it is funny to go to random cities and see the statues that people are dedicated to. Where you're like, oh, I can see why he tried to go to Hollywood. He had to go to Hollywood, Yeah. You go somewhere and you see who's that? You go, that's James Brown. You go, I can see why James Brown left Augusta, Georgia. You know what I mean? Like I see why he goes, I'm gonna get out of here.
Well, it's actually pretty cool that in Peoria they have a Richard Pryor statue. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, next question. What is the worst audition you've ever had?
Oh man. See, that's a tough question because there's like when someone goes, "What was your worst stand-up show?" I'm like, it's not so easy because there's enough bad. You know what I mean? Like when you bomb, they all filter into one thing that they almost become similar. And I've had some bombs as an audition. There is one that pops up in my mind because it wasn't just that I performed bad. It had one other variable to it that made it a little bit worse. And it was, I went in to audition for a pilot, and I think it was like 4 people in there to watch the auditions. And one guy goes, and just before we start, he goes, "I just want to tell you, like to the group." He goes, "I just want to tell you, like, I love Rory," but like he really like talked me up, I think he was just like trying to be like, "Hey, I think right now I'm passing confidence to Rory by being like, hey, dude, I'm a big fan, all this stuff," and he like kind of built me up.
Oh no!
And then it was actually for Superstore,
oh no!
and then I just ate it. And as I was eating it, internally, I'm saying the lines and acting. You know, like when you're on stage doing a joke, but you've done it so many times, you're on like another
You're on autopilot. Yeah.
So I'm doing the lines, and I'm on autopilot going, "Oh my God, this guy built me up." And I tanked it. I could see it in his face. Like, this did not go the way I thought. Even a little bit.
You watch you feel the embarrassment for you, but
Yeah.
then you feel their embarrassment.
Oh,
I
I felt bad for him. I was like, "Oh, did they go, hey, so don't vote anymore on who you think is good?"
Oh.
That guy was horrible.
Let me improv a line here. Why don't we keep our mouth shut before the audition?
Hey, here's a thought. Never speak again till we cast the show. Oh. Yeah, I felt bad. I mean, I got to my car and I remember like almost laughing, and I was just like, "What in the world?" It was just so, I'd bombed before at auditions. So sometimes you just do. I don't really know necessarily what I'm doing anyways. And auditioning is hard. But I remember that one being like, what was that?
Yeah.
Like, what a bizarre thing.
It's like, it's such a weird thing to be good at.
Yeah.
Auditioning.
Yeah.
And I remember the first audition that I went to, I thought I was like, oh, like, I'm gonna nail.
I know how to
this.
do it. Yeah.
And they wanted me. It was for Pete Holmes' show.
Oh yeah,
Crashing in New York.
Yeah.
And a casting guy found me on Instagram, and he goes, "I want you to audition to be a bouncer outside the Comedy Cellar." And I go, "Oh, it's great. I hang out at the Comedy Cellar. I know the vibe, and I know how those guys interact with comics." So I'm like, "I got this." And so I went in, and it was, not looking back on it, it was so bad.
Yeah.
And here's how bad it was. When I didn't know until the show came out, or other people were filming.
Yeah.
And then they just picked the guy that works the door.
Who already works there. Like, he'll
guy
know
that
it
has
the
the
most.
job.
Yeah. He'll know it the most.
And I knew the guy.
Yeah.
Because I would talk to him every night, and I just go, "Man, he's getting double pay right now."
Yeah.
Like he's.
Yeah. It is like, it is weird though, because you step into that audition space and you realize you've stepped into an arena that you're like, "Oh, never mind. I thought the vibe would be different."
Right.
It's like when and I think it happens when we don't have a good set. You're like, you go up on stage and you're like, "Yeah, but I'll do what I do." And when you get up there, before you even start, you're like, "The vibe in here is weird.
It's way different.
Something's going on, and I don't know what it is." Yeah. Those are the nights when they're like, never blame the audience. It's like, sometimes it is the audience. Like, I showed up to do the job, and I'm like, you guys are not on the same page. Sometimes it's like that, and you can't really affect it. And in an audition, you can't change it because you start hearing yourself say every line and you start hating how you're saying it, and you're like, you're just digging a hole. There's no way out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a rough thing. And the audience thing too is just like, you walk out, especially like it's happened to me before, where you maybe somebody cancels a date.
Yeah.
And they offer the tickets to. So you go in and you're like, "Oh, it's like packed. You sold good, all this stuff."
Yeah.
You're like, "Well, you're like, that's great. It's
Yeah.
amazing," because I don't sell good hardly at all. And so you're like, "Oh, this is amazing." And then you look out, you take one step on, and you go, "Oh, this is not my crowd."
Yeah,
at
they
all."
didn't know.
And I was like, I would have done a little bit more prep.
Yeah.
Than I would have.
I would have started different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, I had this fun little riff about the town, and
Yeah.
now it's not going good.
And they don't like it.
Well, also, like, I'm riffing about a part of town that they don't see a lot.
Yeah.
And so you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a whole different.
Yeah.
They're having a whole different
I don't
experience.
even know what you're
this
talking
town.
about. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I have sort of different crowd that usually comes. Yeah.
Next question. What is the craziest thing a doctor has ever said to you?
Ooh, turn your head and cough. Folks. It was my psychiatrist. All right, I don't know. I haven't gotten anything crazy. No, nothing really out of the ordinary. I got diagnosed with ADD when I was real young.
Oh,
which
yeah.
was-
Well, you're trailblazing with that one.
yeah. I was way ahead of the curve, and then they just gave me.
I feel like they give you ADD medication just for wearing those glasses.
Oh, that's exactly.
I mean, I feel like that's just listen, man. You know what comes next.
Yeah, no, they could tell. And then I got just loaded up on Vyvanse for most of the time I was a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they could kind of spot that from the curb.
They were able to put it together pretty quickly.
You've never had a doctor say anything wild to you?
No, not really. Like, I'm trying to think of anything that
I mean, I can tell you
Like
exactly the wildest thing a doctor ever said to me.
I would love to
was
hear.
You're perfectly healthy. I mean, when he said it, I go, "Where did you get your medical degree from?"
who's telling you that?
It's nothing but good news. You're just like, I don't think so. I think you need to read those tests again. Do you need glasses?
I'm racking. I also don't go to the doctor. I haven't been to the doctor probably since 2019, if I had to guess.
Right.
Yeah, so it's been a while.
I feel like you've dated a girl that is into alternative medicine at some point.
No, if anything, it's me. I like some alternative medicine.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite alternative?
Amazon.com.
Yeah.
That's what I like to. There's a lot of prescription drugs you can take to get rid of pink eye, but Amazon has plenty that you can find. It'll work just fine.
I mean, you won't believe this, but this guy knows exactly how many miles his car will go on a low fuel tank light, and he has experience with dealing with pink eye. I mean, I'm writing your dating profile right now, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna catch you a winner.
Wow, appreciate it.
Oh, that's
When was have you had pink eye ever in your life? As an adult?
not as an adult, I don't think.
Yeah.
Which is shocking to me on some level, because I'm not as hand sanitizy
Yeah.
as enough to not have pink eye as an adult.
For
I feel
sure.
like on some level, accidentally,
Yeah.
I should have.
I think you build up an immunity to it too. I think it makes you tough not washing your hands as much as people tell you to.
I mean, I don't. You know, here's the thing that I learned when I lived in New York City, and every time I tell people this, it grosses them out.
Okay.
It grosses everybody that I tell out. But if you ever go to New York and you go to visit, go and watch people, like go to a restaurant and sit and watch people walk into the restaurant and then just eat their food.
Oh yeah.
Because you understand, it's Subway, bus, Uber, car. I'm like, just the amount
The door handle.
of germs
Yeah.
that are just breathing in New York City. And nobody ever goes to the bathroom immediately when they go to the restaurant and wash their hands.
Yeah.
Nobody pulls out hand sanitizer. Like New Yorkers are a completely different breed. And you're like, I've watched people hold the rail on the subway
Yeah.
and watched and just hung out with them and watched and then watched them eat a slice of pizza. And you're like, dude, you were just,
Yeah.
hands all over that rail.
It's got to be, but in my head too, New York, I'm like, oh, they're so. In my head, they're like healthy, like clean, neat
No,
people.
no.
But no, it's
No, I would say, weirdly enough, Denver, Colorado is one of those places that's like, we're gonna wash and we're gonna make sure everything is
that
good.
makes sense. Yeah.
But it's like we're gonna wash our hands, but we're not gonna shower. You know, like it's like that type situation, which is weird. Oh, you told me I should. Maybe that's the life motto:
yeah.
is live a life that's worthy of pink eye?
Oh yeah,
We could put that on a T-shirt, right?
I co-signed that 100%.
I feel like that's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Well, dude, you've crushed this whole thing. We're gonna get to the last question. Oh no, hold on. I got one more before the last question.
All right.
Sorry, I shuffled them around. I mean, he's crunching like he's realizing how much editing he's gonna have to do. I'm trying to make him clean. I promise. All right, next question.
Go ahead.
What is a TV show family you wish you could have been a member of?
TV show family I wish I could have been a member of. And I always liked. I watched a lot of Fresh Prince, and not only did the house seem really cool, but I also liked all their friends, and I loved beating up on Carlton. Like I just thought I was very much like, yeah, I'd fall right in line there. Like I would just I'd be on Will Smith's side, being like, yeah, you little punk, like.
Yeah.
Also, Uncle Phil seemed like a really nurturing guy. I liked the idea of having a butler. That was pretty cool to me too. It was something that was very appealing to me at a young age. I was like, man, what would it be like to have a guy who always wore a suit in the house? I'd say Fresh Prince. Probably that would vibe in that family pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good answer. That's probably it's like there's two feelings where it's like there's the family that I would want to be a part of. There's the family that I feel like I would be a part of. And I feel like, you really, really want the Fresh Prince because it's like they all kind of knew who they were.
Yeah.
And they all kind of like loved each other in their own weird way. And I don't know, like I do feel like Fresh Prince would also be my answer.
That would you want, yeah. Where do you think you need to be?
In reality, it would probably be Married with Children.
That was a close second.
Yeah.
That was in my brain too.
Because you're just like, that feels like more the vibe. My mom is not a Peggy.
Yeah.
She's more sweet. But Al and my dad have that just like the
makes a lot of sense.
What do you know how hard I work? It just to, especially when I was younger.
Yeah.
It was just like, do you know all the things that when you're young, you have no idea what your dad does.
No concept of what it takes to do any of this stuff.
To get you through, And so, but I know now.
Yeah.
And you're like, ugh. Like, it's funny, the older you get, the more Al Bundy's like, oh man, that dude was...
He wasn't like a curmudgeon. He was just going through it.
He was just giving go. He was giving it a go.
He was doing his best.
And so, yeah, I think Fresh Prince is the
want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bundy's seems more realistic.
Yeah.
I guess like Pie in the Sky is Fresh Prince because it's like Bel Air, money.
Yeah.
Tennis clothes.
I think everybody has their own TV, but I think those are the two shows that I watched.
Yeah, I'm going off the ones that I watched a lot,
yeah.
like the ones I liked.